we off to?
Tradex.
What's that Tradex?
BC Sportsman Show.
Yeah, we're in a Tradex. Well, we're in a show. There it is. Our truck's in the show. So I borrowed. Why? Okay, no, I need to get in.
Okay.
Thank you. I feel big in this car. Holy. So the boss has, it was actually his dad when he passed away. It was his car, and they've kept it just as a spare for running people around and stuff. And it's always good to have a spare car. So we're at the Tradex this weekend for the BC Sportsman Show, and I've got to go up there soon and give a speech. So this should actually be interesting. So we're right here. Adam's Off-Road is right here, and gonna get dizzy. Over there is Kit's tents, or not Kit's tent, Doghouse tents. Get it right. So I'm here to talk to you about what my son, which is the one down there flexing his muscles, what we started doing. As a kid, I grew up camping with my parents, off-roading and traveling a lot. My mom was from the Maritimes, and we used to travel across Canada all the time. Probably, when I was his age, I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember certain parts of the Maritimes, and I do miss it. We've traveled all through Canada and the US. Unfortunately, sometimes when we grow up, we kind of lose some of the stuff that we did as kids. And that's one thing that happened with me. And, I kind of miss that in front of lots of people to try to get rid of my shyness. My wife told me to prepare for this, and I'm just like, I can't, because that makes me more nervous. So I tried filming. I know you're not shy.
I can get up until
I know. So I tried filming, putting up on YouTube, and construction side of things, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not my thing. So COVID hit. We did our adventure. And I'm just like, this is actually fun. This is beautiful. And I went to high school for 2 years down in the States, down in Seattle, 2 hours from us. And the common question I always had asked was, how much snow do you guys have? Do you guys live in igloos? And I was blown away by, those questions when we're only 2 hours north. Like, it's the same weather. And I wanted to, at that point, start showing people more of what we had in BC. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna film it. And I filmed it, not the greatest. And I put it up on our construction YouTube channel. And it did very well. We had I think 20,000 views. And I'm just like, oh, this is kind of fun. So I asked a friend of mine, he's just like, looks good, move it to somewhere else because you're confusing the brands. Okay, so Kaden and I sat down and we created Vancity Adventure. And throughout our adventures, we have discovered some beautiful places. This here is actually in Jamaica. This is called Dunn's Falls. And you actually get to climb up the falls. It's really epic. But in BC alone, during COVID, we started to explore, and we found ghost towns. We found, bears. We found, old wrecked trains. We found old cars. We found, abandoned houses, like old houses. And it just kept on going from there. Finding, epic waterfalls is something that we started to really search out because there's so many beautiful waterfalls that many people don't know. And I can't remember if this video or it's one of the other videos, but One of the waterfalls that we discovered was Mamquim Falls in Squamish. It's just past Shannon Falls. Short little hike, beautiful. It's some of the things that we have found have been just so fun to film and adventure. And one of the things that I love is when I get people that email us or text us or will ask me, it's like, where is that? And it's just so much fun to send people to these places to explore and see the beautiful things that we have seen and to show the world what a beautiful province this is. Once things started, changing with COVID and borders started opening, we started to explore a little bit more south. Washington is beautiful. I mean, BC and Washington, pretty much the same. Get down to Oregon, starts to dry out a little bit. We've hit Oregon, we've been to Idaho, we've been to Alberta, BC in our travels. This year we're heading down to Wyoming to do some exploring and, educating Caden and getting him to travel and showing him not only BC now, but showing him the world. As a kid, we traveled across Canada. We traveled throughout the US, but that was it. I think we hit Tijuana once. But from a baby, we've always traveled. And I think you've been to Mexico, I don't know how many times, but every year for a vacation, I decided, we're gonna go somewhere different now. Jamaica was this year, and it was a blast.
You went last year?
Last year. The end of last year. We're in 2024, yes. He's a handful. A lot of our off-road adventures are usually Caden, myself, and our dog. She loves her adventures, and she's a pug. So she loves, as soon as we say adventure, to go crazy and adventure. Like when we get out there, she just has a blast. My wife sometimes will come along, but she's not into the bumpy roads and all that. But she loves the travel part. So when we created the channel, it was basically my son, myself, and the dog. And sometimes my wife. That's how I've labeled it now. But the adventures we have met so many great people along this journey. So many like-minded people that, I don't know if I would have ever met before. And meeting people from all over the world. And it is just, it's an amazing journey. And getting out there to show the world, what we in Vancouver, we in BC have. We got to see some of that, during the Olympics. But it seems like a lot of people around the world kind of forgot that. So I get comments, it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so green, it's so lush. And it is. And I'm proud to be from this beautiful province. And it's fun to show it off. And the passion that I've gotten from this, building the truck, doing the adventures for, that the truck can take us to some of these next places, has been its own adventure as well. Finding a good mechanic is also an adventure. We have a great mechanic now, but throughout the years, we've had some fun with that one.
Day 3, last day, and we got in trouble today. We showed up half an hour early. Well, I had taken Uber because the truck's right here and dead right now. But I had taken Uber in, and it's snowing. So I walked right through the doors and got stopped halfway saying I couldn't be here. Well, where else am I gonna go? So I said, I'll go sit at my booth. No, we'll call the police. I'm like, well, here you go. Here's my phone. But anyway, management came, went into the back, and stayed out of the way. Sometimes, I don't know, I miss the old management here. But anyway, I get it. But again, where am I going to go, especially when I've Ubered in and my truck's sitting here? So sometimes it's just, I gotta see what time my seminar is. I got 2 seminars today. I got first seminar at 11 and last seminar at 3. I got some time. Let's go check out the show.
Cool, last day.
I know.
Uh-oh. Now we're on video.
Jay, hard at work. Adam, hard at work.
Hey man, we're here at 9 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah. Hour
I
early.
know.
Posting on the socials.
The fishing pond. Everyone's fishing. They actually have real fish in there. The bike park. King's done his spinning around in there. Gold mining in here. Miss me yet?
Maybe.
The guys from 4-Wheel Drive Association getting set up. This is a sweet little vehicle. Big tents. A lot of tents.
We'll meet you there.
A lot of cool vehicles in here. North Shore.
What's up, dude?
Not much, you.
Alive and kicking.
The guys from Beacon. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
You up there?
Beacon itself.
Hey, come see us this weekend, eh?
We're doing it after Deer 2 though.
Doghouse tents.
Troublemaker.
Guys hard at work.
Sure,
I know. That's why I'm getting it in now. Concept Customs. Which I haven't even looked at yet. Some pretty cool stuff. An avid cab. That's cool. Big tents. MC Ranch.
Sorry.
It's okay. And right back to Caden. Vancity Adventure himself.
I caught one, and then I let go. It's all over the place.
Hey, look over the camera. Look over that way. Look over that way. Over there.
There you go.
Flying fish.
Come on, Andrew, get that fish.
Flying fish.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
Nice. Okay, good. Excellent.
So the battery was dead this morning. We went over and talked to the battery guys, and this is what they gave us. So I plugged it in. We're charging the Victron. We're at EBS right now, so we're almost full. We started off with no power, so we're actually doing pretty good here. I like this. This is awesome. But yeah, I just have it charging the truck because I left the Wii Boost on last night, and it drained the battery. I left it on all weekend, which you shouldn't do because it will drain. But I've got power now. But Wii Boost should put a light on there. Oh, I don't like the lights flashing. I hope I don't set an alarm off. Hopefully not.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
In March.
Everywhere we go.